Hey, welcome back to the stream. Tonight we're switching it up a bit and going back to bradgarropy.com. I like that I have this project I always go back to and mess around with. It just kind of helps me, like keep momentum. If I slow down on one project, I can always move back here and, fix a bug or implement a new feature. And it just keeps things fresh. So today, like the title says, I'm doing some updates and I'm going to be... the title's actually messed up, misspelling. I'm doing some updates. I'm going to be doing Gatsby Image. It's this really cool plugin that adds a blur up effect to images. So I'll show you what it looks like here. See on this uses page when I came here, and I'll refresh it. See how this image starts blurry and then fades in? I do that in all of my markdown files, but I don't actually do that for the other random images I use on the site, like this BG in the middle. And while that's not a problem here, my buddy was telling me on mobile it comes in really slow. So let me show you. How do you do it? How do you throttle it? Network tab? Yeah, throttling. Slow 3G. So if I load this up at slow 3G, watch this load. First of all, it's slow as hell. Oh, in Commons.js, this is a thing in development mode that makes it really, really slow. So once Commons.js finally loads, you'll see what the page load actually looks like. Wow, maybe I'll switch to fast 3G just to make this a little bit quicker. Holy cow. Do 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 do. Okay, this is unbearable. There we go. Okay, so here's how the page loads. Now look at this image. You see BG? You see how things kind of jumped around and it loaded in chunks? That was no good. If you missed it, rewind, watch again. So what we want is for this to have that blur up effect where, just like the uses page, it does show up and take up its space, but super slowly it kind of comes up into focus. It's a much better user experience. So for the love of God, no throttling. And let's just check out the starter examples, because that's how I knew how to parse images using Gatsby image out of the markdown, but I didn't know the other images. And I think the starter actually does it. Starter. Yeah, Gatsby starter default. Okay, cool. So let's just search image. Let's check this out. Okay, yeah. So let me show you my code structure. So I've got a static folder with all these images in it. And what needs to happen here is that these need to get read and transformed by the Gatsby image plugin. Yeah. So I'll show you. Now I already used this on the site for a bunch of other images. So I'm on the other tab right now, give my buddy fitness advice. He's actually eating too little. We're trying to get him to eat more. People don't understand that kind of crash dieting is bad for you. Your body goes into a mode where your metabolism stalls out quickly, and it's very hard to lose any more weight. So it's always better to move down at a gradual pace. Okay, back to the task at hand. So Gatsby image, there's a plugin here, and it already does this really cool thing where you can just have a query. And this was the problem. I didn't know how to query like actual images, or I didn't think about it. I was just running this transform on Remark, on Markdown files using the Remark plugin. But then it occurred to me, thanks to the Gatsby starter, that, check this out, if you look at the config, where they configure Gatsby image, oh, maybe not. No, that's right, because they have transformer and plugin right here. It can do this on Gatsby source file system nodes, and it knows. So what the starter is doing is it's using the Gatsby source file system to pull out all the things in source images. And we'll look this up here. Here's source, here's images, and this is where they just stuck like the images that go on the page, the Gatsby astronaut and the Gatsby icon. And I'll show you it here. Oh, the astronaut's not used. It is in other builds of the website. So, point being is that all you need is Gatsby source file system to create a Gatsby node, which will then allow you to run the image transforms on it. I already have all that stuff installed. I just have to do it. So, let's do this. I already have Gatsby source file system for a couple things. I've got it for posts, and I've got it for my uses page. Let's do this for images. So images are located under the static directory. And so anytime you make a change to the Gatsby configuration, you have to reload the server. I'm doing that here. And now we can check and see if those images actually load. Okay, so let's pull up GraphQL. And let's go for it. We want, I think all file, because these are the file nodes. Does it have a name? Yeah, it's got a name. Index. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so there we go. Look, we got our files here. Redirects, BG Shadow, BG, Facebook, and Twitter. And you can see that in my code base here. We got BG Shadow, BG, Facebook, and Twitter. Yeah, can we filter? What's source instance name? I think source instance name is what we need. No? I think source instance name is the title that we gave it. So going back to the code, we have images, uses, and posts. There you'll see all my posts. Here you'll see uses, and then here you'll see images. So now we can take this and run with it. Where are these images actually getting used? Because we can grab them from there and then transform them. So let's see. Let's just look at BG Shadow. It's the README, which is not rendered by Gatsby, so we're fine. And okay, here it is. It's in the hero. Sorry, 1 second. Now he's asking about macronutrient breakdowns. Okay. So instead of sourcing this image directly, we can do a static query here and pull this image out. So let's just double check this, how this does it. I want to see image. Yes. Yeah, so they are using a static query here. Awesome. And they're using a file query. Cool. So we can import the use static query hook from Gatsby. I need a refresher on how to use this. I think I used it in other parts of my, yeah, great. All right, cool. So we need to import static query and GraphQL. And let's play in graphical to get exactly what we need here. So we need a specific file. Man, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's upgrade Gatsby because I know they have a better version of graphical out. See what's outdated. Holy shit, a lot of stuff. That's cool. Update, baby. This is going to take a while. So let's see. I am sipping on whiskey tonight. I'm making use of my Father's Day present that Gabby got me. So I have a favorite whiskey glass of all time. It's this Italian brand, Luigi Bormioli. And I love them because like they're thick on the bottom. It's hard to see in this picture, but they actually have like a large weighted glass bottom to them, and they're 13 ounces. Here's the Amazon link. I tweeted this out if you want to check it out. Actually, let me just copy the link. Put it in chat. All right, cool. But yeah, see here, this picture, you can see that weighted bottom on there. That's really nice. So these are definitely my favorite whiskey glasses. And Gabby got me four for Father's Day. Really appreciate it. Good gift. Okay. Are we installed yet? No. This is going to take a while. Man, you see how many updates there are? So what I'm trying to do is I know that the new version of Gatsby has this improved graphical debugger with this really awesome like GUI source tree of like nodes and data on the left hand side. And it's really helpful for seeing your query. So instead of me like typing in a letter and trying to have it autocomplete to the right thing, you'll be able to see all the options that you have. Super helpful. All right, still working. So what other images do we have in the meantime? We've got bg.ping. I import it. That's probably better. And then I've got Facebook and Twitter, which are only used as, only used in the SEO components, and they need their full, they're not rendered on the page, so that's okay. Oh, never update on stream, but seriously, I want to show you those new graphical features. They're so good. Let's see. In the meantime, I will take the time to show you something else. Always focused on my Twitter, trying to grow. And I made, so today I tweeted something out, this thing. I realized, let me open the tweet. I realized that when you use sed, I was trying to substitute one URL for another. I was trying to exchange a production CDN URL to like a development CDN URL. And I realized that, normally when you write sed, you would do separators with slashes, s/old values / new values / g for global. But if your values were URLs, you have slashes in them, so you have to escape everything. And that sucks. You don't want to escape every / in a URL. But I learned something interesting that said whatever comes after the S is used as a separator. So you could literally make the separator like J, or something a little bit nicer, a vertical pipe. Your old value, a vertical pipe, your new value, a vertical pipe, G. Or even like, I don't know, a semicolon. What this means is when I wrote this sed command, I used vertical pipes. I no longer have to escape the / because it's not looking for those to identify. It's not looking for those to identify like the separators of sed. So that's the first tip I had here. And the second tip I had here was I just wanted to overwrite the file immediately, not save to a backup, not do anything else. So you use the -i command, which means in place, and you give it an empty string, which means like don't add an extension. So like typically the option would be like -i .back. And so let's say your file was called like test.txt, it would get transformed into test.txt.back. If you just give it an empty string, your test.txt just gets turned into the exact same thing because you appended nothing to it. This is hysterical. I'm talking to my buddy about, the health stuff and the weight loss stuff. And he's telling me, look, he got whiskey glasses as well for, I'm not sure it's Father's Day or like a wedding present, but they're pretty sick. Anyway, so I tweeted out this code tip today and I realized I've tweeted a bunch of these in the past. And so I made these things called moments on Twitter. This is new to me. And I made one called Dev Tips. And it's just a collection of all of the dev tips that I've put out on Twitter. I've got a good amount of them, like maybe 10 or 15 or so right now. But they're pretty slick. So I use Carbon to create all of these fancy screenshots. You can too. That looks really good. And that's how I get everything looking nice and fancy here. So just calling out something I did today. Let's see. Oh, look at that. We're done. So we'll see if anything's outdated. Start the website again. We should be good to go. Nothing is outdated. Let's npm start and see what we've got. Okay, awesome. Yes, here's the new graphical. Look at this Explorer on the left. How sick is that? Wow. This is so good. You don't have to guess. So I know I want to file. How does Gatsby start to do this? Relative path is Gatsby astronaut.png. Yeah, I mean, let's follow their example here. So we'll grab the relative path, and I think these purple ones are like filters. Relative path equals, holy shit, this is amazing. What's it called? BG shadow.png. And I don't even know what I want after that. Go? Not its ID. What do they retrieve out of there? Oh, interesting. I don't have a child image sharp. Okay, I don't know why. So let's check this real quick. So we need to make sure we have Gatsby Transformer Sharp and Gatsby Plugin Sharp listed in our config. Gatsby Plugin Sharp and Gatsby Transformer Sharp. We don't have that. Gatsby Transformer Sharp. So let's install that. I wonder if order matters. You know, does the transformer have to come before the other one? No, looks like it doesn't matter. They have them in kind of the opposite order I would have expected. Transformer, then plugin. So we'll start it back up again with plugin and transformer both active. Now, how it knows it's an image and automatically transforms it, I don't know. Look at that. Now we have child image sharp. And we'll be good to go from here. So I know there are these things called fragments. Oh, interesting. I'm not actually using this anywhere else. Okay. So let's see. Can I use static query fragments? Looks like it's going to work. Okay, cool. So what's our static query going to be? Let's see if we can get this to work. From child image sharp on down. In our GraphQL, yeah. So child image sharp. We're going to go fluid. Max width. And it doesn't matter how big the page gets. It's only ever going to be 400 wide. Now, I don't know if we want all of this crap on here. Like, does graphical support Gatsby graphical fragments? I don't know. Let's see. Gatsby Transformer Sharp supports it, so will be Gatsby Image Sharp Fluid. Let's see if it works here. I don't think it does. No, okay. I got all excited for a second. So let's try to jam this right into our hero here. There's our query. It's not auto-formatting this at all. Because why? Error in query. Doesn't understand it. So why? Shit, I don't know. See, it's really not. Okay. See, I don't know how to see the definition of the Gatsby image sharp fluid. So let's go find it. Just show me the source code. Something where it doesn't have 3 dots. Here's the fragment right here. That's it. Syntax error. Expected name. Why? Something. Well, that works. I don't know. Maybe they have to have a name. God. Yeah, maybe queries have to have a name if they have fragments in it or something. Let's look up query. Yeah, I mean, they have to have a name if... Yeah. I don't know, so let's call this hero image. Did they have a name when they were doing it here in the example? No, it just says query. Oh, well, that seems to work. I mean, okay, so we'll just say query. Nobody needs a name. Okay, we'll restart. Originally, I thought I was going to finish this and then move on to GIFDEX tonight. Does not look like that's going to happen. All right, so let's log data on this page and see what the hell we're getting. Got him. And then you use it. How? Okay, import image from Gatsby image. Didn't even have it installed. Great. This is it's a bad sign. So I really was not using this at all in bradgarropy.com. All right, starting to back up again. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So let's go ahead and throttle again. God forbid. We'll try fast 3G. And we will sit here and die until it's ready. It's probably faster to literally just like commit. No, it didn't work. Not that I saw. No, see, shadow.bg, that ain't right. Oh, well. Let's comment that out. Data, file, child image sharp, fluid. That should do. Right, because how the hell do you style Gatsby images? There is an image under there. How did I do it in post? Post body. Like anywhere, image, roll image. Here. We're trying to find out global styles image. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, I don't know how to style this. What if I made a styled component and wrapped the image component from Gatsby? I feel like I've done this already. So we'll rebuild and see what happens. Yeah, I feel like I'd done this already where I tried to style Gatsby image and it totally didn't work. Oh, there it was. Did you see that? Totally worked. Look at that. Try again. I mean, a little wonky, but what are you going to do? Yo, I like it. Is any of this hacky? No, I don't think so. I think we're good. I mean, okay, so that worked for that one image. So let's start committing some stuff here. So what did I do? Let's definitely add Gatsby config, package JSON, and package lock. So I added I updated all the packages. That took forever. Then I installed Gatsby image. And then I added a source for the images. And then in Gatsby, the hero.js component, I used a static query to grab the image. You can see that query here. I don't want that console log in there. And then I used the Gatsby image component to display that as hero image, which is styled with styled components. So I will say display Gatsby image. So I think this is anything, like we're really looking for any image tags, and holy shit, that's it. Where was bg.ping used? That was the only other one. Oh, bg. Which comes in as a reference. So I think we're okay. That's it. What is master? I think we might just sneak this in. Like, and just merge it and not care. So git diff master, we added the source file system for the stuff in images. What are my milestones here? What's my 3-4 milestone? I don't even have a 3-4 milestone. Tests. So then I don't even want to mess with that version. Why is it still saying it's different? So it's back to 3.3. I mean, what are we on right now? 18 releases. I had a 3.4 release. Don't tell me master says... No, it says 3.4. What the hell? We'll pull the master branch. See what the hell's going on. It's 3.4. Pull a dev branch. It's 3.3. We want 3.4. So we'll do a diff with master. Why? Package lock. Yes, it'll take a million years. Okay, great. And what else is different? All right, updating all the versions. Importing from Gatsby. Oh yeah, this is the contact form. I fixed the AMA link today. And what else? Yeah, switched it over to using Gatsby image. Like, that's it. Look at that. Crazy fade in. Yeah, I think we're good. I'm just going to merge to master. And now we'll just open that up. I love the Netlify CLI. So helpful for getting around. Considering it's completely not working. Okay. You know, the rate at which things update in the JavaScript world is nuts. See, the cool thing about live streaming is when people are here live with me. I need to figure out a way to get that going. Had a couple in the past where I had some folks in here, specifically when I was working with Next.js and Firebase, had some of the folks from Zeit come hang out and, you know, try to help me. Ultimately, we resolved the issue too. That's why GiftX is running on Next.js now, because we fixed the Firebase integration. But yeah, it'd be super cool to get some people in the live streams. And I think maybe it just takes doing enough of them, talking about it enough on Twitter, and, you know, maybe scheduling these beforehand. It's just so tough to schedule beforehand with, you know, the wife and 2 kids. Like, I know by like 10:30 I can do it, but it is late at night. I know my stream times are like way off, but programmers are night owls. Come on. I know you guys are night owls like myself. You got to come out and hang out with me. One day this will finish. There we go. Yeah, so I think it said I had to link, yeah. need to link this. So all this is doing is taking this working directory. Yeah. And link it to a site. And so if I use the git remote, Netlify, because it's already connected to Git, knows that this is the site. So I can do Netlify open. And in another window, this just brought up this. Boink. Here's the website. So I need to look at deploys, and look at that. Today at 11:32, I deployed master because I just synced it. So if I go to bradgarropy.com, look at that. Why is it going so slow? What's happening? I need to clear my cache. Oh, that ain't good. Gatsby. The fuck? Am I still... No throttling. What took so long? Holy mother, what is taking so long? 6 seconds for bradgarropy app.js. Yo, this is bad. Something is like super wrong here. What did I do that was so wrong? All right, so I definitely need to add Netlify to my git ignore. Pretty sure that's in my .files repo. In my Gatsby, yeah. Host Netlify. So we got a problem, man. Let's run Netlify dev locally and see what happens. For some reason it's better. It still sucks, but it's better. Why? It's like it didn't make it out to their CDNs yet or something. Oh, you're lucky, Netlify. Pissing me off. 6 seconds. What the hell's that? That's what I get for pushing to master. What if I just do Netlify dev? Cool. 8888888888. Wait, what? No, I don't understand. It's giving me 2 different URLs. Oh well, looks like it's working. What's outdated globally? Let's update some of that because I want to run serve right now to serve the public directory and see what's going on. Just one of those days. Dibba 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 dibba. Interesting. Firebase, Gatsby, Netlify, Now, and PM. What did the Gatsby CLI do? It's a REPL. That's cool. I will say one of my favorite things about Next.js and Now is the Now CLI. It really helps when you're trying to debug those serverless errors because it does its server-side rendering in serverless functions. And the Now CLI actually lets you run Now Dev, which mimics those serverless functions on your machine. Oh, nice. Okay, great. So did it update anything? Nope. Can I do that? Just update one thing at a time. Maybe so. In a separate window here, dev and master, I updated the git ignore. And merge this into master. And push it. Just going to update these one by one until we get to NPM, which, of course, something is wrong with. Maybe this is where like just totally uninstall Node and reinstall it. But that will not be for this video. We'll just finish updating these. Make sure nothing else is broken. And we'll be all right. I actually don't even have serve installed. So we're also going to install serve, which is just a great little static server. Oh, Firebase wants a major jump. Not today, bro. So let's serve public, localhost 5000. And everything's going wrong. Yeah, go figure. What's Gatsby CLI have to say about this? Gatsby serve. I suppose that's better. Do I have to tell it to serve public, or does it know? It seems like it's going to know, like public is the wrong place to tell it to go. I don't know, man. Whatever. Let's just make sure the production site is working. So netlify open. Deploys, cool. All right. Perfect. I fixed those AMA links. They were super broken earlier. Awesome. You guys, I think that is going to be the video. Thank you so much for watching. We actually got it done. It's basically just the hero image on bradgarropy.com, but we converted that to Gatsby image where you get that sick fade-in effect where it'll work better for super slow connections. So thanks for joining on this one. The next video, we'll go back to GiftX and we'll probably start talking about wish lists. So I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.